What is going on, everybody? Service has now begun. The kitchen is now open. Happy Monday to all of you tuning in live here to Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. It is Monday, July 24th, 2023. Officially Monday, everyone's favorite day of the week. Well, what is going on, everyone? I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve. We're joined by the pride of Detroit, the one, the only, Big Mike. What's going on, brother? How you been? How you doing?
Tired.
Tired, man. Oh, bro.
Yes.
We have a long day ahead of us, man. We were prep cooking today. We had the shipment come in. We had to literally fabricate an entire cow and an entire pig. I know that was challenging, but we pulled through, man. We pulled through at the end of it all. But
I hate you sometimes.
come on, man. Long day in the kitchen, man. Look, man, long day of service, man.
Why couldn't you be a construction worker? You gotta be a dang cook.
Hey man. Hey man. I could have been a plumber. Imagine being a plumber.
Something.
Imagine
dang cook. All these cooking analogies can be
freaking. You know what's crazy? When I was a kid, I always you know what's crazy? People might think this is weird, right? But when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a cab driver.
What?
I know, it's so weird. I always wanted to be a cab driver, right?
And so you wanted to make no money. Huh?
No, but you know what it was? So, do you ever watch that show on HBO, Taxi Cab Confessions?
Yeah, but that's like that was porn, wasn't it?
Not really. Like, basically, the dude had like a camera in his car, and he would talk to to the passengers, right? And they would tell them, and the idea was that the passengers would tell them all their stories and what they're doing, what was happening, right, at that party, or hey, are they maybe the dude is cheating on his girlfriend, what have you, with so and so, and they're telling them everything. Or maybe it's the girl, hey, you know what, the husband's out of town and she's messing around with so and so while he's gone, and you kind of get the idea, right? Granted, I was like, what? I was like, what, 8 years old or 9? So it's like, come on. I didn't know any fucking better. Like, granted, now it's like, thank goodness I'm not a cab
until you
driver.
found out they were all actors and it was a rouge.
I mean, whether it was a rouge, whether they were actors or not, I mean, hey, it was entertaining stuff to hear. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine you driving around your city, right? Picking up passengers, right?
And I don't like people, so it wouldn't happen.
But I'm just saying, though, imagine them telling you these stories, right? Come on, bro. It'd be hilarious.
I can't. It's unimaginable.
It's like when you go to your barber, right? You talk to your barber, right? You tell them what's going on.
I
tell
don't.
them.
I sit there in silence while he cuts my hair.
At least you're not like that one guy. I'm sure you saw the
I
video.
Don't sleep. Right? No, I ain't them people.
No. You saw the video of the barber who literally took a bite out of the dude's lip.
Oh no, that's a fight and possibly a homicide.
No, like literally, the dude's getting a cut, right? And the barber, I don't know what led him to do this. He took a little bite, like a flirtatious bite, out of the dude's lower lip. I'm like, hey,
I saw it, and like I said, that's a potential fight and a potential homicide.
Hey, yo, that happened. Listen, bro, that never that. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. And also, more importantly, hit that bell notification. You'll be notified whenever it is that we go live every single week here on the Around the Point Network channel. But, Mike, a lot went down this weekend in the world of wrestling, right? But more importantly, this past Saturday, myself and Walter were live at Prudential Center for AEW Collision. So basically, when it comes to AEW, right? When it comes to like their cable programming, we've been to them all. Well, wait a minute, Steve. You didn't go to a Battle of the Belts yet. Fully aware of that. I take that back. All we got to do now is attend a Battle of the Belts, and we'll check everything off. But so far, we've been to a couple of Dynamite, right? A Rampage, Collision, Dark Elevation, right? Because you're there. I mean, again, when you've gone back in the day, is what you're going through. It was what you're sitting through when you're watching. But nonetheless,
Right.
it was fun being there live, watching everything. In case you're wondering what the heck they do during an episode of Collision, so they're taping Ring of Honor prior to Collision. They're taping Ring of Honor.
Right.
And you're sitting there as like, bro, we got there around, I want to say 6:20-ish. We met up with Armand, one of the listeners of the show, and one of his friends. We met up at Prudential. We talked for a bit. That was cool. That was cool as well. But we got to our seats, and for whatever reason, we decided to sit there through just watch Ring of Honor. And just like I suspected, dude, it did not hit. It just didn't feel the same. It didn't. It just felt depressing to watch what Ring of Honor has become. And then you get Collision. You get Collision, right?
Right.
And then before Collision, Tony Khan comes out, and I'm sure again you see this in Detroit whenever whenever they do AEW at Little Caesars, Tony Khan comes out, greets the fans, right? But before the show, like literally a minute before the show went live, he comes out and he did the voice. Oh, hey guys, thank you very much. Thank you for coming out, Prudential Center, New Jersey. You guys are awesome. Who's ready for Collision? And he's jumping. He's jumping. He's stomping he's stomping the ground on what is he's stomping his feet.
Okay.
It's hilarious, dude. But after Collision, they take more Ring of Honor. So basically, dude, we left. We decided, like, yo, we are not sitting through this. We left around literally 10 p.m. and 10 p.m. We're out of there. We were out. I was not about to sit there and endure more Ring of Honor than what I needed to. If you kind of, but again, I mean, that's nor here or there. But did you watch Collision on Saturday, Mike?
Nope.
Oh man, you missed it, man. You missed it.
I have
Overall,
no aspirations to go back and watch it either.
Damn, in the mud, yo. Oh, there I go.
No $100 for you. Couldn't even do it.
Gosh darn it. But nevertheless, we got a comment in here. What's going on, Safet? What's going on, Frantic World? I also over the weekend there was Ring of Honor. That's before this honor as well. We watched that. We did a whole watch along. We did a watch on the SmackDown and did a watch along to Death Before Dishonor.
Right.
As well. Which we'll get into just a little bit, but I want to talk about quick Collision. Again, being there live was different. I mean, it was fun to be there live. I don't know how it came off on TV because I don't rewatch anything. Once it happens, I don't go back home and rewatch the show. I know there's people who do. There's people who decide to like sit there and rewatch everything, right? What just to see what the reaction was and all that stuff. I thought overall the show as a whole, it was all right. Nothing to go crazy about. It just felt filler. Because next week they're getting everything. Next week they are just getting they're getting literally everything, right? The finale and all that stuff, well, the tag title match and more exciting matches and stuff like that.
Right.
So Ricky Starks came out with a bag, an empty bag, confronted CM Punk. They're leaning into this whole thing that he's now becoming a heel. And honestly, I don't mind Ricky Starks staying on Collision. I don't mind it at all. Let him stay on Collision. Let him be there. I do think that that's a better fit for him, to be honest. Be on a Collision and being on Dynamite. Also, you had Billy Gunn, from the looks of it, announcing his retirement or insinuating that he's retiring because he decided to what's it called?
Leave his
Leave his
boots in the ring.
yeah, leave his boots in the ring. Yeah, that's his boots in the ring. Um, which to me it was just one of those things where it's, the guy had been around for so long. Now I don't know really if he is truly retiring. No one really knows, right? For all we know, it could be a work, right, or something. But from the looks of it, after the Acclaim loss to the House of Black in the trios match for the trios titles, it looked like Billy Gunn is hanging him up, man. So we'll see where this goes. But again, something tells me it seems like a work or something, you know.
Well, that's bad news for the Acclaim because that's the reason why you're over.
Yeah, without them, it's like they're gonna be deep. They're in deep doo doo. You know what I mean? So we
Yep.
don't know. After this, we had Jay White and Juice Robinson versus versus Darius Martin in Action Not Ready,
All right.
which I sat through. I literally sat there and watched Action Not Ready. And this match went long for whatever reason that it needed to be. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait a minute. A week ago, Bullet Club Gold, Bullet Club Mold, right? We call them Bullet Club Mold, but the reality, yeah, they're Bullet Club Gold. Okay. A week prior to this, they wrestled in what people are claiming to be the best tag team match of the year on television, right? Against FTR, that 2 out of 3 falls match. A match that went almost an hour, right? And yet here they are a week later, and they're wrestling the Forgotten Martin. Basically, let's be honest here. Darius Genetti and Action Not Ready. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I don't get it. I just don't. Okay, so there was that. But yeah, Bullet Club Mold got the win. Also we had Miro in action as well, bro. Miro was in action. You had Miro versus Nick Camarado. Remember the guy from he was par with Q Tijuana and all them back in the day?
Nope.
You don't remember Nick Camarado? He was with QT Marchand, Aaron Solo, not the Nightmare Fat, but the other one. I forgot their names, but if you look at him, dude, he literally looks like Bobby Roode.
I don't remember jobbers.
Okay. Like, tell me this isn't like Bobby Roode on steroids, dude, or hold up here. What the fuck? I thought I had the name right. God damn it. Like, bro, I swear to God, like, bro, seriously? If you literally think he is Bobby Roode on TRT, dude. Get you the photo up here. Oh, look at this. Thank you. Before we do that,
I'll play it.
What you gonna play?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Thank you, Brandon Brown, for the $10 super chat because y'all give me something good to watch every day. ATP, we appreciate that, Brandon Brown. And if you guys feel generous, like Brandon here, we do have the super chat going as well. If you guys again feel generous, it doesn't matter how much it is, we appreciate it. Just know that right now, okay?
Yes, we do.
Any type of contribution, it could be $2, $5, $10, like Brandon, whatever you got. You know what I mean? We would appreciate it. It does help the channel out. We do got some announcements that we're going to be dropping literally the week after SummerSlam regarding the channel, what we're going to be doing and all that stuff. So again, guys, just keep that in mind. But again, if y'all feeling generous like Brandon Brown here, hit up that super chat. We do have it enabled. It's in the, you see the dollar sign in the chat. And yeah, man, we really would appreciate that. 100%. Now back to the program real quick. Where was I here? Yes, Mike. Nick Camarado, bro. If you look at this guy, bro, you would think he's Bobby Roode on steroids, dude.
Yeah, doesn't ring a bell.
But yeah, he was part of the night. He was part of the that group with QT Marshall and yeah, that whole thing. But again, bro, you look at him, dude. He's like Bobby Roode on steroids, dude. I kid you not.
Yeah, even you showing me his face doesn't ring a bell.
Well, Miro beat him. Miro beat him like that.
As he should, because he looks like a steroided jobber.
Yeah, respectfully. Also, so here's the thing too, right? So the beginning of the show, you had CM Punk confronting Ricky Starks and all that stuff, right? Then out came Christian Cage with Luchasaurus. And Christian is walking around claiming to be the TNT champion. When then out came Ricky Starks. And this led to a tag team match in the main event. It's like they changed the card on the fly, dude. It's like Tony knew, like, yeah, this card is so buns right now. I got to give these people a good main event, or at least try to, right? And the main event was, obviously CM Punk and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Christian Cage. In a match, and what do you know? Ricky Starks won by holding on to the rope, by rolling up Darby Allin.
Well, is that going to be his gimmick? Just holding on to the rope until he loses, huh?
I don't know, but
I bet you nothing comes of this either. It's just a random heel turn.
You know what? If this was Dynamite, I would say yes. But I got the feeling
the same man is booking these shows, man. It doesn't have to be Dynamite. You saw what happened at Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, I know. Shit. Yes, we'll get into that as well in just a little bit here. But also factor this in as well. There was also a women's match. And by the way, listen, people say I hate women's wrestling, right? People think I hate it. I think it's whatever. But which is funny because in case you guys missed it yesterday, we did a PLE event here on the channel. And our women's show, ATP Evolution, was yesterday here on the channel. We gave the women a chance to showcase their skills here. And yet I sat through Sky Blue versus Taya Valkyrie. You can ask Walter. I wasn't on my phone. I sat there and I watched the match. To which Taya Valkyrie got the win. Whoop-de-doo.
Right.
Whoop-de-doo. And I guess, yeah, that was collision.
BRB.
No problem. You take your time. You take your time, bro. Yeah, there's also an interview with Dax and Cash ahead of their match next week is Adam Cole and MJF. We're told Cole not to trust MJF in any capacity, and Hardwood then proceeded to run down MJF and Adam Cole for doing their comedy skits to promote their the tag run-in, saying that they were treating the titles like a joke, and Hardwood promised to give them an ass whooping to MJF next week. You got to remember too, MJF and the FTR, they have a history. They're part of the Pinnacle, so there was that as well. As Big Mike comes back again, guys, if you have a question for us, feel free to drop them in. And also, we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again, y'all. We gotta do it again. Holy crap! Holy moly!
Yes!
What's going on, Spaz Phoenix? Thank you for the $10 Canadian donation. We appreciate that as well. Big respect to Steve and Mike. killing the game. I could only hope my little show, the Spaz Phoenix podcast, is available on video and platforms, can kill it. You guys.
As soon as I said BRB, I saw it come in. Thank you, Spaz.
Thank you, man. Again, give it time, brother. You'll get again. I mean, you've been doing it for a long time as well. So, guys, go check out Spaz on his channel. Awesome stuff there as well. And yeah, also I like that Taya called out Britt Baker, which, by the way, Mike, is happening on Wednesday. We're getting Taya Valkyrie versus Britt Baker.
Oh, you know who's winning that, so it doesn't even matter.
Britt Baker.
Yep.
I was gonna say us, the fans. Hopefully, the cameraman does the same kind of job he was doing on Saturday, man.
Yeah, I doubt it. I was gonna say, well, I didn't see it, so.
Well, you know, Sky Blue. Well, Mike, you know.
Oh well, yeah.
Do you think MJF and Adam Cole team will really work and stay relevant long term?
Nope, because they're already showing dissension, and that's not going to be long term. When they go for the titles, that's when they're going to break up. So, about a week from now is where it's going to end.
Yeah. So then there was death before this. So then there was death before dishonor on Friday while we were watching SmackDown, and also Messi have his debut match in the MLS in the Champions Cup. Against Cruz Azul, right? So we're doing all the stuff at once, right? But the death before dishonor, real quick. I thought, listen, I didn't go to the show. Someone asked if I wanted to go. I'm like, I'm good. I am not taking the train to Trenton. I'm not dealing with the BS and all that stuff. And I said,
you know what? You did good, Steve, because you missed out on a terrible show.
The Cure. Listen, I would listen, man. I really feel like Heat Wave is a better show than Death Before Dishonor. To be fair,
was. What are you talking about?
I'm not just saying that because we booked the show. You know what I mean? But Tony, we're coming. Be careful, Tony. We're coming. Who knows? But for what I saw, listen, man, it just doesn't hit with me. This version of Ring of Honor. I said this before. With Ring of Honor, I said this a long time ago. If you guys really want to enjoy Ring of Honor, right? Watch the pay-per-views. And that's it. If you really want to get the best joy out of ROH, just watch the pay-per-views and that's it. The TV shows, which, by the way, I mean, listen, it's AEW Dark 2.0 on a paywall.
Pretty much.
You gotta pay $10 for the shit? Like $10?
Yeah, no.
Nah, I'm good, brother. I'm good.
In what world? Not my world.
Not my world.
Not in Jeff Jarrett's world.
But in Tony's world, you know, hey, it's fine, right? I commend them. Listen, I will commend them though for one thing, for having Athena and Willow Nightingale close the show.
Yeah. Bad decision, but good. No. Good overall thing.
As far as the result, I mean, even as far as the result goes, right? Like,
yeah. I guess I should have said that a little bit better. Yeah, as far as the booking, bad decision, but as far as the placement, good decision.
Yes, I thought they had a very good match up until the end, where Willow didn't tap out. She passed out of the whole very NXT takeover vibe I got. I don't know about you.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you want to make. I understand why he did that is because you want to make Willow look dominant in a loss, but hey, she shouldn't have lost anyway because you had her win the Owen, an AEW product tournament, to have her ultimately lose in a lesser than product that you book on the daily.
Yeah.
Terrible decision. Yeah. But nonetheless, good match.
Let me just read some of these results if I can find them here. It shouldn't be that hard to do. After all, it is Ring of Honor. After all, right? It's freaking Ring of Honor. Gosh darn it. Where was it? Here it is. There you go. That's before Dishonor. Result. So on the 0 hour, because again, I didn't watch the 0 hour, but you had well, wait a minute. There was no 0 hour, my bad. Samoa Joe faced Dalton Castle in a match. Samoa Joe won. He retains the television championship. I thought the match was okay. Nothing to go crazy about. Joe just being dominant, right? You had the tag team championship match, Aussie Open versus the Lucha Bros versus the Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett and best friends of Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, because why not? Let's just plug some people from AEW to Ring of Fucking Honor, right? And it will get a pop. We'll get a fucking pop from anybody, right? Thought it was okay too. I'm happy though that Aussie Open got the win, because now hopefully with this, the Lucha Bros can come back up to to the main roster. That is the
Either
AEW
that
brand.
or that they're donezo. Huh?
I don't know, but well, there was word going around, right, that Roosh might be done, and Roosh asked Dragon Lee, "What's the weather like in Florida?" Being that they're brothers, right? And there's also word that the Fed is interested in also the Lucha Bros. Hell, the Fed is interested in a lot of people.
Yeah,
And a lot of people, which we can get into in a
they
little
can't
bit.
they can't get everything, but they can get a nice amount of stuff.
Yeah. It's a quote Chris Rock in The Longest Yard. You might not got the whole Hershey bar, but at least you got a Hershey's Kiss.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's fine. But I was happy that the Aussie Open got the win. You had the tag team, the 6-man tag team championship match, Mogul Embassy versus Leo Ruffin, the former Leo Ruff, former North American champion, versus Taguchi and Master Wato. This
That's
match
shit.
was the bleeding shits. This
That's
match
dog shit.
was an insult to Ring of Honor. This went long for no reason whatsoever. Literally,
Yeah.
when I could have literally, bro, I could have made a shrimp scampi in lesser time than this match went.
Mm-hmm.
On account the shrimp scampi normally take less than 20 minutes to make.
All right.
But this match felt like it went forever. Thank you, Chase. Thank you very much. The trio titles in Ring of Honor are useless. They're useless. They're not worth it. I get because AEW has them. So should Ring of Honor. No, should not be the case at all. Should not be the case. What else happened on this show? The Fight Without Honor. My bad. The Pure Championship of Katsuyori Shibata and Daniel Garcia. Shibata got the win. I thought this match was good too. I did like in the media scrum, because they have a media scrum for everything now, even for Ring of Honor. Shibata via Google via the translator on the iPhone, right? He said that Tony Khan, he thanks Tony Khan for reviving his career. Because up until this point, in the sense of Shibata wasn't wrestling full time. Shibata was just a coach or a trainer at the LA dojo after his accident that took place after that whole thing that took place many years ago against Okada. Remember the headbutt? Remember that headbutt? Right? And that whole stuff that went down. So New Japan was very cautious. They were not going to clear him. They were not going to clear him ever again to wrestle. So they had him training at the LA dojo. I know he had a match. I think it was at Wrestle Kingdom a couple years ago. Like it was under UWF rules. It was like a 5-minute, exhibition, right? Yeah. And from there, he's like, "Oh, I promise the next time in the ring, I'm gonna wrestle." And he did through Tony Khan in the Ring of Honor. Yeah, thank you, SB3. Because it's confirmed that he's done with New Japan after leaving the LA dojo. New Japan only viewed him as a trainer as well.
Well, I mean that's good, I guess.
Exactly.
He was just looking for somebody to give him a chance after the incident,
but again, I'm happy
gave him that chance.
Yeah, so I'll give him that. Like, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? But happy that Shibata, retained here. What else happened here? The Fight Without Honor match. Yeah, the Dark Order versus the Righteous. I mean, I'm sorry. At this point, we were watching Messi. All right, I'm gonna just say
Yeah,
that
we didn't
right
even
now.
watch this match. I don't even remember even watching the match. We were watching Messi at this point.
Okay, no, he wrestled Ren Narita in his first official match back at Wrestle Kingdom last year. Thank you for the correction. But yeah, during this the Family Honor match, we were watching Messi, bro. I was watching Messi. Um, bro, he got a massive ovation, by the way. Messi got a massive ovation, bro. When you bring out all the celebrities, bro, to some crappy soccer stadium in Miami, bro. You had LeBron James, Serena Williams, Kim Kardashian, just to name you a few. I think also Tom Brady. Was Tom Brady there as well?
I don't know.
Just sitting there, like, bro, with their phones out, just waiting, just watching Messi tie up his cleats before being subbed in. It was like, bro, it's fucking, it was crazy, right? But I did hear that the Dark Order got the win, so there's that. And then we got the main event, Claudia, not the main event though, well, the co-main event. I'm sorry, the co-main event. Claudia versus Pac. Which was basically back in the day like an episode of Main Event, right? Cesaro and Neville. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Gosh darn it. I thought
Low
this match was
key,
good.
that's where I fell asleep.
I know we did. We heard. We heard.
Yeah,
We heard, brother.
that's where
We
I fell
heard.
asleep.
We heard, brother. We heard. This was cool too. I mean, the match itself was fine for what it was. I just knew going in, there's no way Claudio was dropping this title to Pac. Considering
Right.
what happened, right? Mark Briscoe was supposed to be the guy originally, but he ended up getting hurt. Some even said, "Oh, it should have been Eddie Kingston," but Eddie's in Japan. But again, that whole thing that went down, right? So they needed to find a quick opponent, and it was Pac. Considering what happened at Blood and Guts, but nonetheless, the match was okay for what it was. But Claudio got the win. I felt Pac could have won this match for sure. That as well. And I just didn't like the ending of it. I didn't like, the ending with the run-ins and people, like the whole like Blackpool Combat Club coming out, like Wheeler Yuta, or as Uncle Jim calls him, Wheeler Useless. And it just felt like, bro, it was silly. But really, you need Wheeler Yuta to help you win. Wheeler fucking Yuta.
I mean, yeah.
And we talked about already the main event. Athena defending the women's title against Willow Nightingale. I thought it was a good match too. Willow had her parents in the front row for this.
It's good.
But normally in wrestling, when you see like the family are like in the front row or something like that, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna win. Well, except if you're Cody Rhodes, of course. WrestleMania was a whole other story, but you get the gist, right? Like you kind of like get the idea. And that's before this honor, basically. Again, it just doesn't feel like Ring of Honor to me. It's not, but that's just me, in my humble opinion. If you're one of these folks that enjoy that enjoys Ring of Honor for what it is, by all means, that's fine. You're well within your right to. I'm not stopping you.
All right.
And the post-match stuff was indeed silly. You had there was a beatdown on Pac, and then what was it the Lucha Bros came out, right? To make the save. Was it?
Oh no, I was asleep.
Yeah. So basically, Wheeler celebrated with Claudio, Ray Phoenix, and Penta came out to help Pac brawl, but Yuta and Claudio and Best brawl with Yuta and Claudio, and then Best Friends and Orange Cassidy came out and ran everybody out basically. So, yeah, that was Ring of Honor in a nutshell, bro. That was Ring of Honor in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And just one of those things where, again, it's fine for what it was, but it just wasn't for me. There's also SmackDown, bro. There's also SmackDown. That Fatal 4-Way. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh man, if you can tell by the True Heel Heat picks about how we felt about the Fatal 4-Way,
I'll tell you.
Damn it, God damn it!
yeah.
Listen, everyone going in thought that it was going to be LA Knight. Yeah, Sheamus versus LA Knight versus Rey Mysterio versus what was in that match?
It was Sheamus, LA Knight, was it
Cameron Grimes.
Rey Mysterio, Cameron Grimes.
Yes,
yep.
Cameron Grimes. Yes, it was Cameron Grimes as well. Yes, and the SmackDown did get the Millie. They did. Even though they're on FS1, they got the Millie. Rampage got a boost up in their numbers as well. I think in the 400,000s. You know, but
good for
them. Good for them, even though they're not the twos. But I digress. So people again going into that Fatal 4-Way thought, okay, it's gonna be LA Knight to win for sure, right? There's no way they can mess this up, right?
It's almost a sure thing.
It was like a shoe-in, like confident. It's like it's like when you bet a fight. Oh, you go knock him out for sure, and then next thing you know, he ends up getting knocked out, or it goes to decision, and there goes your wager right there down the drain.
Yep.
That didn't happen. So again, LA Knight did not win. Rey Mysterio won.
Yep.
And this got people talking online. People were, feeling some type of way.
Yep.
And there's talks. Yes, Mike, there's talks that LA Knight is due for some type of push at the conclusion of once SummerSlam is done with. So this is coming from PW Torch, I believe it is.
Okay.
Not even. Hold up. They indicate that Vince McMahon has grown to be a fan of LA Knight.
Oh, I can't tell.
Now, if you remember, it was a year ago, Vince brought him in from NXT and decided, the LA Knight's not going to work. Let's make him Max Dupree. Right?
Like he can talk, but I don't like his in-ring. Let's make him a manager.
A male model manager, Max Dupree. God damn, pal. And we know where that went. Went nowhere. Do him the fail. And then the old man went away, right? Mind you, it was, this past week, it was a year of that tweet that Vince posted, right? At 77, time to retire, right? Then now forever together, right? Hush, hush, right? So, yeah, all that happened, bro. It's crazy, right? When you think about it, all that went down in the time that we're doing this, right? It's crazy. Now, all of a sudden, he's a fan of his, right? You also hear that he's one of the top merch sellers for the company.
Yeah, I mean, the dude is over.
Yes.
Over.
You know what I mean? But there's word going around that he is set for a major push after SummerSlam.
I mean, I don't understand why it couldn't be his push starts at SummerSlam.
Late summer going into the fall. But here's the thing they're saying as well. Knight has a long-running reputation of rubbing people the wrong way behind the scenes and just being bad at backstage politics. Those who know him well tend to like him, and some of them have spoken up on his behalf when Knight gives a bad first impression.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
can understand.
does he look like someone that can give you like a bad like vibe off first impression? I mean,
Sure, anybody can. Doesn't matter how they look. I mean, I understand how it could be that way because sort of, kind of, he's the same way he is in the ring is how he is outside of the ring, just dialed down. So if you do a dialed down inside of the ring, outside of the ring, yeah, that's gonna rub some people the wrong way. It's like, dude, you're full of yourself, basically. Like, I don't like you. I don't like people that's full of themselves. That's that
yeah,
vibe that he gives off.
exactly. I remember. Like, yeah, thank you, Chase. Thank you. He might rub he might rub the boys the wrong way. LA Knight. Look at TNA. He rubbed people the wrong way there too. I know he upset officials for, and this was like near the end. This was near the end of I want to find something here if I can. This was literally, if you, I don't know if you remember this or not, but a couple of years ago, when he was in TNA as Eli Drake, uh, he was scheduled to have um an intergender match with Tessa Blanchard.
Right.
Do you remember this?
I sort of, kinda.
And oh, look
And
at
he
this.
didn't want. He was.
Breaking news. Roosh has re-signed with AEW.
Oh, well, they're keeping everybody. Then ain't nobody going to the Fed.
Yep.
Wow. But yeah, I think it was he didn't want to lose to Tessa. That was the thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I sort of kind of remember that. Yeah, he didn't want to give Tessa the rub.
No, but he was like, I'm trying to find the tweets because there is tweets that he wrote, and I don't know what's going on right now, but I can't seem to find them. Oh, this is here we go. Unless he deleted the tweets, I'm not sure, but
It
I
says
don't know.
no, he just wanted to wrestle a woman. He told.
He just wanted to wrestle a woman. He didn't want to wrestle her.
Yeah, he just didn't want to wrestle a woman. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I mean
I mean,
that's
some
one.
people just don't like intergender matches. He's probably one
Yes.
of them.
Yeah, so that was one. But again, at the time, Impact was trying to, try to see what stuck to the wall. You know what I mean, with ideas. And at the time in 2019, and on the indie scene, not even that, but still, it was starting to become a sort of a trend. Intergender wrestling
Yeah.
was becoming that trend again on the indies and stuff. It wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest. There's some of you out there who are into it, and that's fine. But I remember him not wanting to do the match with Tessa during WrestleMania weekend. And that led to him leaving the company and all that stuff. And I mean, listen, does he come off as someone that can rub people the wrong way? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just hope that they do right by him. I do hope they do right by him. Because it'll be a shame, right? Like he gets this opportunity now, and because of his attitude or whatever the case may be, they decided to pull the plug on it.
I mean, I don't know if you saw that exchange on the bump with him and Zelina, and people were taking that out of context, like Zelina was getting annoyed for real at LA Knight. But I can see how that can happen in real life, just using that as an example. If anybody in the chat seen that as well.
Yeah, I believe it. And I really do believe that as well. Also, what else is going on? I know on the 31st, the Cody documentary is coming out. But other than that, there's also talk that Brian Pillman Jr. is about to make his way to the Fed too.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys heard about this one, but per bodyslam.net, a deal is in place for him to sign for WWE or in the process of being finalized. And sources also indicate that he'll be moving to Orlando by the end of August, where he will begin training at the WWE Performance Center. So basically, this kid's going straight to NXT, go through the whole process, and I'm happy for him. If this is the case, bro, this is what needed to happen. Yeah. I know he was part of the Varsity Blondes and all that stuff in AEW, right? And it just didn't work out. They didn't, and I'm not saying they didn't know what they had in him, but he was still young, right? Yeah. And I do feel like WWE are gonna. I don't want to come off. I don't want to come off and say that they're gonna like retrain him. That's not.
I'll say it. They're gonna give him the right tools that you can't get nowhere else.
Thank you, Mike.
I'll say it because, believe it or not, don't nobody other than the Fed has the tutelage to teach people point by point in every single division of wrestling, from promos to in-ring to training to freaking figuring out a gimmick. Tell me when I'm telling lies. It's the whole thing of school. You call me a Fed boy all you want, I don't care.
I mean, you're not wrong there, man. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say they're going to retrain him. What I'm saying is, like what you said, they're going to teach him the right way. They're going to take away they're going to probably get rid of all his bad habits that he's probably done on the independent scene, what he's probably done in AEW, and just make him a better performer. And right. to answer Chief's question here, do you guys think Brian Pillman Jr. keeps the name? I would hope so.
I don't think so.
No. Like, listen. He's not his father. He's not his dad, right? It's not like
he's not, and that's the whole thing.
Oh,
you think Vince is going to keep his name after what he did in 1997?
Yeah, true.
No, he's going to be Brian Horowitz, probably.
No. Well, you know what? Let him keep the first name, but try to incorporate one of his nicknames, like the Loose Cannon or something. You know what I mean?
The Loose Cannon Brian.
But I don't know. Listen, it's a possibility. There is a possibility. I'm not saying that it's they'll but I'm pretty sure they'll acknowledge the fact that, hey, he is the son of Brian Pillman. You know what I mean? Remember, it's Brian Pillman Jr. It's Brian Pillman we're talking about. It's the son of Brian Pillman, not the son of, the other guy, No,
but and he's not going to get a chance nowhere else.
And joining us here as well,
Redacted Jr.
What's going on, Romeo?
He's Brian Cannon now, pal. Brian Cannon.
Brian Cannon. Brian the Loose Cannon.
Braun Breaker don't even have his name.
His nickname is the Loose.
Yeah, the Loose. He's the Loose, and he comes out the cannon. The theme song. He comes out the cannon, Imagine. What's going on, Romeo? What's up with you, brother?
What up? I'm here to be your G1 reporter, correspondent.
And now it's time for the G1 news report by Romeo.
Last I left you at Steve's Kitchen, it was just the first 2 nights. Since then, 4 additional nights have happened. Night 3, we got Ren Narita, Yoda Tsuji, your favorite Steve.
Steve Aoki, baby.
They battled to a draw.
What?
Which is interesting because this is 2 of the 3 Reiwa Musketeers, the future of New Japan. And so Ren Narita's first 2 matches, he had a draw with both of them, Tsuji and then Umino. So we had Ospreay beating Yoshihashi.
Well, everybody beats Yoshihashi nowadays. I mean, that's not a surprise.
Yeah, he's putting up, respectable performances. Sanada, the champ, beat Shota Umino in just under 19 minutes. They teased a draw here, but the champ rightfully went over, came out on top. And Okada beat El Phantasmo in the main event. Night 4. Eddie Kingston, future AEW World Heavyweight Champion, lost to Evil.
Oh, no.
You said he lost?
Now listen,
he's a future AEW champion?
It wasn't clean. It wasn't clean. They protected him. There was a lot of shenanigans. You had Dick Togo out there.
Dick who?
Dick Togo. Dick to go.
What kind of name is that? What kind of Japanese name is Dick Togo? What the hell? Come on, man.
He distracted Eddie.
Imagine going to a sushi bar. I want a Dick to go, please.
Come on. Evil with the low blow to Eddie Kingston. No pun intended with all the dick talk. Shingo and Hanare had a great horse battle that Hanare won with the upset. So Shingo started 0-2 in the damn G1. He's one of my picks. Let's go to night 5. Ren Narita lost to Gabe Kidd. So after Narita,
he lost to who?
Gabe Kidd.
Okay. All right.
Gabe. Come on, guys.
Gabe. Gabe.
Not a kid. Gabe Kidd.
No, that's not what we thought you said.
Oh, no.
So Narita, he's one of these 3 musketeers. He draws with Shota, he draws with Tsuji, and then he loses to Gabe Kidd. Dirty finish again. Ren Narita starting off 0-3. Chase Owens beat Hikuleo. Another dirty finish. I don't know. Chase Owens has got dirty pictures of somebody in New Japan.
Somebody.
He hasn't released. This guy's he's picking up wins.
He's one of the long-lasting members of Bullet Club, the original Bullet Club, and then he gets in the G1.
Kenta turned back the clock. This was old school Kenta, the Kenta we've all been missing. And it only took one of the best in the world, Will Ospreay, to get it out of him. Will Ospreay is amazing. Bringing back the old Kenta. Great match. Ospreay won. Shota Umino facing Noah's Pride, Kaito Kiyomiya. Great. Went all the way to a draw, but really pissed me off at the end because Kaito has a figure 4 with 2 minutes left. And he just lets go. I don't know if he was tired or what. He lets go, and the match goes to a draw. It was very frustrating to watch. Okada Taichi was great as well. Okada kind of stole it here with a fluke pin. And then Sanada beat Tsuji. Awesome encounter. That was a rematch of their World Championship match from earlier in the year. They teased a draw at the end, but Sanada got it done. So the last 4 matches of night 5 made up for the 2 dirty finishes that started off. I think this was my favorite night so far. But the best night was followed by the worst night, which was night 6, and the shortest night too. They were breezing through these matches like they had somewhere to be. The most entertaining part here, Naito versus Toriano. Naito took his sweet time during his entrance because Yano was pissed at how long he was taking. So Naito would just draw it out even longer. His entrance was so long that his music finishes and restarts. And when it's restarting, Naito runs back all the way to the beginning of the entrance to do his entrance again that he never finished. And then Yano loses it.
It's just like 4 minutes.
Yano loses it. He's yelling at the ref. Then he gets on his hands and knees. And he's begging the ref to start the match. Naito's entrance, when it was done, took 8 minutes, 11 seconds. The match was 7 minutes, 26 seconds. The extras was longer than the match. I was sports entertained. They were trying to out troll each other. It was great. It was fun stuff.
You love to see it, man. You love to see it.
Ishii and Shingo went to war. Great match as you expect. Shingo got the much needed W to get on the scoreboard. Jeff Cobb sort of took care of Tanahashi pretty easily. He was having so much fun. He's stealing his moves, stealing his taunts, beat him. And then the main event was a battle of Bullet Club, the War Dogs versus the House of Torture, Finley versus Evil, Red Shoes. They both had, all their guys with them. So Red Shoes, the referee, he brings out 2 additional refs to try to control all this chaos during the match. So there's 3 refs. There's 1 Red Shoes and there's 2 on the outside. There's a spot in the match where Red Shoes takes a bump. Then another ref on the outside takes a bump. Then the third ref takes a bump. Literally 3 ref bumps in the span of like 30 seconds. And then all chaos, all hell breaks loose. Evil tried to use Finley's shillelagh on him. Finley blocked it with the belt. Then he used the shillelagh. He won. The crowd did not give a fuck about these 2 heel factions. A single one. No reaction. And this had 0 business main event. This is the worst night by far. So now we have night 7, night 8, 9, and 10 all coming up this week. I'll give you the standings. For Block A, the champ Sonata is undefeated. He's got 6 points. The Pride of Noah, Kaito Kiyomiya, is at 5 in second place. With 4 points somehow, Chase Owens and Gabe Kidd.
What?
Yes, with 2 points. The young ones, the future, Ren Narita, Shota Umino. 1 point, Yoda Tsuji.
What a crime! This is a.
The 3 of them.
Do they not realize what they have in Yotsuji? Do they not realize this guy is a big dude who can do the dives and the stuff? Like, I'm telling you right now, New Japan, they gotta stop messing around.
Yeah,
no more fooling around, guys. No more fooling around, New Japan. Come on.
Yeah, Yota's had a tough 3 matches. He had Narita, Umino, and then Sonata. So hopefully he's got some easy wins coming. He's got Chase Owens, Gabe Kidd, Hikuleo. And by the way, Hikuleo in the mud. 0 points. Losing to Chase Owens. He has not won.
Camacho?
Yeah.
Hikuleo.
Might as well call him Camacho if he acting like this.
Block B. No surprise who's at top. Okada hasn't lost yet. 6 points. 3-way tie for second. 4 points apiece. Taichi, Will Ospreay, and Yoshihashi. 2 points. Tangaloa, Kenta, Great Okan. And 0 points. Logan Paul's doppelganger, El Phantasma. In Block C, David Finley's on top here. 6 points. Hasn't lost yet. 4 points for Evil and Eddie Kingston. But Evil owns the tiebreaker over Eddie. Tama Tonga has 4 points as well. 2 points for Mikey Nichols, Hanare, and Shingo. And another surprising donut here, Ishii, with 0.
Wow.
In Block D, Zack Sabre Jr. and Jeff Cobb, United Empire on top, 6 points. Goto with 4. Naito with 4 as well. They had a good match, Naito and Goto. Haste and Tanahashi with 2 points and 2 donuts here. Toriano and Alex Coughlin. The matches to look forward this upcoming week, night 7, which is tomorrow morning. The main event, Sonata, the champ, versus the Pride of Noah, Kaito Kiyomiya. Ooh. Night 8, Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jeff Cobb, the main event, United Empire, going at it. And night 9, the main event, Okada, Ospreay once more. And you will have to predict that for the prediction contest on True Heel Heat, nights 9 and nights 10. Nights 9 and 10.
Listen, I'm on a roll right now, okay? I'm in the top 10. Some say top 11, but listen, man. I've turned it around. I'm turning it around, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that matters here, folks. But thank you, Romeo, for that update on the G1. I hope all of you are going out of your way to watch the G1 and all that stuff. But what else we got here? What else do we have here before we put a bow on this? Oh yeah, of course. It's official SummerSlam, bro. Tribal Combat, yo.
Yeah. How you forgot? It's on the thumbnail.
Best for last, yo. The tribal combat.
This wouldn't be the first time we didn't talk about something that was the thumbnail. He had to change the thumbnail.
Yeah. Yes, tribal combat, bro. That's SummerSlam. It's going down. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. I love the segment on SmackDown. Right, they embraced. Right, they made a deal. Roman took off, put the belt on the desk. He took off his I don't know what they call it, but that I know it has a proper name.
Lay.
The lay. He took it off. This is for everything, not just the title, but the title of the tribal chief.
Yes. It's for the title. This is for the lay. This is for the marbles.
And
it's for the
to
clout.
my understanding as well,
it's for the elders' respect.
To my understanding, the elders were aware. That's what do the elders know about this? Right? I thought that was funny. Right? Did the elders know about this? And to my understanding, no blood relative can get involved in the match. There can't be like no. So if you know, when Solo went to attack Jey, Roman stopped him.
Yeah. Like they can't. I don't even think they can even get physical. Like they can't. They can't touch.
They can't touch.
Damn Solo.
Bro, that's gonna be crazy, but this is gonna be insane, bro. Like imagine that
this is the one match that needs blood. It does. Like WWE, figure it out. Like I'll even take fake blood capsules. Something has to be red on their faces. Something.
Not
Please.
the AEW blood, and not that AEW blood. Like, we need legit blood, the real blood. I don't want none of this thing where it gets crazy and 2 minutes it dries up. It's like there's nothing there.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Steve.
The blood connoisseur.
Leave that for the actors, okay? Leave that for Hollywood, okay?
Hollywood on a break.
This is pro wrestling. No more fucking around, people. But I'm going with Roman on that one. I'm going with Roman Reigns. There's no way Jey Uso is winning the title. No way. No way.
They're gonna make you believe, but there's no way.
No way. No way at all.
I mean, what? This is his this is the second time going for any of his titles?
Thanks.
Right?
What's their third match though?
This is their third match, but for a title. A singles title.
Yes. And also, yes, to quote the Fed here, Romeo, I do love the background that you have. I love it.
Yes, thank you.
Red Raw Superstar episode 107 later on tonight.
Yes.
On the True Hill YouTube channel. Yeah, I see all the women representation. After all, we did indeed have a show last night dedicated to the women as well. Evolution, in case you guys missed it. A lot of great stuff happened there on Evolution. But Roman, anything you want to add to this whole thing with the tribal combat, Roman Reigns, and
this is like ripped straight from Black Panther 1, is it not?
Yeah, it is. It's most definitely is.
It's cool. Hopefully, it don't end in murder.
I hope not either.
I mean, there's no waterfalls involved. So,
yo, but can you imagine if they like set up a special platform for this match, like a ceremony? They do like a ceremony before, like the elders come out and.
Listen, just brace yourself, guys, because it's gonna end in a heartbreaking fashion when Jimmy Uso turns on his brother Jey. I see it happening at SummerSlam. Jimmy chooses. He listens to the things that have been planted in his head by Paul Heyman at the hospital. Jimmy's gonna turn on Jey, and that's gonna be a WrestleMania match. Jimmy and Jey.
You weren't there for me in the hospital. You weren't there feeding me cold water. But Paul Heyman was. He would feed me. He would make me drink cold water. I don't know. He would put in the warm towel. I don't know. I'm just assuming here, right? You know, what could else happen here?
We'll see how good a job they do at explaining it.
Exactly.
But they've been firing for everything.
Oh yes, and look who's here. Look,
look, an hour and 5 minutes late.
Look who decided to show up to work here. Entonces, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, pinche güey?
He can hear you. He can't even get that headset to work.
Come
I
on.
mean, come on.
I hear y'all now. It's my brother. He be turning down my headset or something. I don't know why. I always.
Well, I don't know
Oh,
either.
man,
But
you gotta set some guidelines. You gotta lay the law.
Also,
gotta let him know.
real-
Stop turning
couple-
down my volume. No more
couple-
fucking around.
a couple of rapid fire news here, real quick. This past week, Dominic Mysterio made history, being the first man to main event not in 1 week Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 were bad matches.
Yes, they were. Let's be honest here. Yes, they were.
And the other one, he got carried.
Yes, I know. Photo surfacing the internet of Dominic with the 2 belts. They were in Mexico, I think, for like over the weekend for like a house show. So people are speculating already, right? So there's that.
It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Future.
maybe 7 years from now he can tote that
Coming
belt.
soon. Coming soon. Maybe that's a documentary in itself. Coming soon to Peacock.
Year 2034. He can do that.
Exactly. Yes. Also over the weekend, Matt Cardona, as you guys know, this past Monday on Raw, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville won the tag titles, right? Matt Cardona is now going around claiming to be a co-holder of the women's tag team champions, to the point where this past weekend he wrestled for DDT in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did he win their Universal Championship, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's in DDT, but he walked out to the ring with the WWE Women's Tag Team title.
Is that even legal?
Yes, because that title, Mike, is a replica. Not even the real thing.
Okay.
Not even the real thing. And people online
Nice,
were like,
nice catch
funny.
22, I guess.
people were mad, like, oh,
Nice loophole.
How can this be? What's going on? Chelsea Green had to explain on
$250
Twitter.
just to troll.
You think he
Chelsea-
would sabotage his wife's career like that? Damn! And within 1 week,
I'm pretty sure they got call. She got a call like, "What is your husband doing?"
he really wants to be hired.
I mean, to be fair, though, I mean, don't be surprised. I mean, if you guys remember this past week that just passed by, they did the screening, right, or the screening for
the Barbie.
No, not
for
Cody's documentary.
Yeah.
They did a private screening. Matt Cardona was there. You know what I mean? So who's to say, right? Who knows? I guarantee you, Ricky Starks was there.
Him
too.
and Cody are friends. I mean, don't look.
Ricky Starks was probably there. Pretty sure the Bucks were there too. I'm pretty sure Paul gave them their business card just in case. You know, I'm sure Kenny was there too. From my understanding, there will be clips from Being the Elite that will be in this documentary as well.
Oh, so they had to pay the Bucks to get these clips.
I mean, listen, there's word going around from people that hey, the Bucks might be making their way. You know,
I don't think so.
If
they can sign Roosh, they can get the EVPs back.
I'll believe when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, what
I don't
mean?
think nobody's leaving. To be honest with you, you lose the Elite, call it a day.
Yes.
Until
Also,
the sale is finalized, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're breaking the bank for anybody except their own guys like Drew.
Absolutely. Also this Saturday, it's UFC 291, bro. UFC 291. It goes down this Saturday, bro. This card is stacked, bro. This card is stacked from top to bottom.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Steve.
Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland in the welterweight division. Kevin Holland does need a win, so there's that. You have Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. You have Michael Piera versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You have Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira in Alex Pereira's debut at 205. To my understanding, it's not for the title. And then you have in the main event Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje 3 for the BMF title. Dude, I mean, I'm looking at the prelim card. Like, The only thing here is Derek Lewis. He's fighting on the prelim, but he's not even headlining the prelim card against
Dang.
Marcos Rodrigo de Lima. So, yeah, dude, it's gonna be stacked.
What a drop off for the Black Beast.
And also, it's in Salt Lake. It's also in Salt Lake.
Utah. There's things to do in Utah.
Yeah. What was this? Oh, I like this, Romeo.
I'm
like
so
this.
glad you mentioned that because that reminds me that on True Heel Heat Sports 140 this Saturday, we will be watching live watch party UFC 291.
And of course, I forgot. I'll be mad myself if I don't mention this. Also, it's Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford this Saturday too.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Depending on if I can figure out some plans, I probably won't be there. I'll probably be watching it somewhere.
And also, like we just mentioned that Spence and Crawford. We just mentioned that, Chase. Well, only a couple of seconds ago. And also, I think this Sunday it's Great American Bash from NXT.
Indeed.
Yes, and the main event
Stacked
is
weekend.
it's the main event of that is going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov.
Banger.
Wow.
That's gonna be a banger, yes. Which, by the way, this Wednesday on Let's Talk NXT, you'll be getting a preview and predictions to Great American Bash.
That's still going?
Yeah, man. Listen,
That's still going. Yeah.
We promised the people. We promised the people for a limited time only. We're doing a preview and prediction. Don't give me that frown, Big Mike. You agree to this too.
I ain't gonna be there.
I'm not surprised. So I'm not. Mike's already given up on Let's Talk NXT. I would never give up on Let's Talk NXT.
Says the guy that didn't want to review it.
Well, there was that time. But again, Let's Talk NXT is going to be on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just joking around. No, it was actually, I enjoyed myself reviewing that.
There'll be some good questions for the Great American Bash on the prediction contest. Like, how many submissions does Tiffany Strahan have?
Yes, and we'll be reviewing, and we'll review Great American Bash on Monday again here on Steve's Kitchen. But before we conclude this episode, so earlier today on the Complex YouTube channel, they released the latest episode of Sneaker Shopping. With this week, their guest was Seth freaking Rollins. Now, you guys know here, we're sneakerheads here. So, being that with every time there's a wrestler on the show, we sort of break down what they bought, right? And whether they got a good deal or a bad deal, right? Good deal, bad deal, right? Walter, did you watch the episode?
You can already guess.
Well, I didn't watch. So, was
so
it bad? Was it good?
I think he got gypped.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
So let's break.
If Liv
this
Morgan
down.
got chipped, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, yeah. It's just,
So let's let me show you guys here this. So we first start off with the Nike logo.
The fuck is this?
For $120. Now it's
that's
I
probably
should
retail.
Now I should mention this.
It's a good deal.
I looked this up on StockX, right? And the preschool size goes for $93 and the girl size goes for $82.
What is that, man?
yeah. Even with fees, all the fees and stuff, it doesn't equate to 120.
And here's the thing too, like I wish they would have done a better job identifying what are they for women? Are they because not only did he buy for himself, but he bought them for his kids, for his daughter, and for Becky Lynch as well. I wish they would have.
Resell in the mud. Look at these prices.
I wish they would have identified. Okay, what did he buy? You know what I mean? Like for who and who? From there we go to the Air Jordan 4, the Crafts, $250. Now,
it was retail.
I should mention this here on StockX. These go for $210.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can get them below retail on StockX.
The Air Jordan 11 Cool Grays, a kick that a lot of the kids love nowadays. They go for $320.
That's actually not too bad. How much is on StockX?
$345.
Oh wow, he got a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, he got a super deal. Never mind. I thought he got gypped.
The
I ain't
lost and
shit. 320.
the lost and
Yeah.
found $550.
It's about
He got
is
gypped
it?
on those. Lost and Founds is going for like 3 something. Oh, no, like
Yes.
4 something.
I
Or
should
what?
mention on StockX, I saw here for 346.
Yeah,
346.
550. Yeah, he probably overpaid.
Yeah, he
for
got
those.
gypped on that. Yeah.
That's for sure.
The Stussy or Stussy,
It depends on his size. What's his size?
that's
Do we even know?
I think he's a 12, isn't he?
I would
Well,
assume
that's not
so.
too 550. Well, how much is it for 12? Size 12. Well, I'm gonna look it up because I'm pretty sure that's
I don't think there's any jibbing when you have his bank account. Remember his bank account that he bragged about on Twitter to Will Ospreay?
that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
Yes.
also he's got it combined with Becky Lynch now too. So I don't know.
You also got to
Yeah,
keep in mind
yeah.
when they filmed it. So you also got to keep that in mind. When was this filmed? Just keep
Yeah,
that
they were in
mind.
Atlanta. So what was the last big show that was in Atlanta?
It was literally a few weeks
It was
ago.
Raw, all right? It
Or
was
last
Raw.
week, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got a little play.
Yeah.
He overpaid like $100 for those Jordan
Yeah.
ones. I'll say. I'll
Yeah.
just say,
So it's funny because those are actually going for $95 on StockX.
what? Which ones you talking about? The mids?
What, the Stussy joints? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't. Yeah, those.
But
I don't know
again,
why
they
he
don't
bought
specify. But they don't specify like, if he's buying for. Well, he says for him. I remember he did say in the episode that was for him.
Yeah,
There's lots of black on black.
the Cool Grays, the ones and the Stussies are for him.
Now there's more. There's more, by the way.
Oh, there's more.
Oh,
He also bought the off-white Nike Vapor Max
Those are
For
for
stu-
him.
for him for $650. Which
I would have to look that up because I don't.
these are going for
Yeah.
$630 on StockX. So.
Oh, okay. So he good. He paid good price.
And then he bought the off-white Nike Air Force
Those
Ones.
are ugly.
Those
I'm
are for-
surprised.
Yeah, the
It's
highs.
It's all right.
Those are for
Those are
Becky,
for
by the way.
Becky.
You got them for
Oh.
$100.
Becky needs to learn. Needs a new stylist.
Those are
Jesus.
for
They
$100.
have the same stylist. That's the
Yeah,
funny
Oh
part.
my god! In the mud.
And
They need
those
a new
go
one.
for $166 on StockX.
Yeah, he bought 2 vintage tees.
Yes.
He didn't do that bad.
Pantera.
I thought he did like Liv Morgan bad. This is nothing. Like
Yeah,
this
Liv
is-
Morgan paid what 10 G's for GRs?
And she don't get paid as
Terrible.
much as Seth Rollins. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
It also is worth mentioning that he also said in the episode that the Mischief red boots were very comfortable to put on.
He paid for those.
Yeah, but they're comfortable.
How much did he say? He won't say.
He won't say.
He probably overpaid the hell out of those, and now they're.
I'm pretty sure he got those for probably retail. They probably sent those to him.
Now it's worth mentioning here, and we're not saying this to be a-holes here or anything like that, but this episode just aired today, right? Just dropped today. We're wondering how long will it take for them to reach the Young Bucks.
Oh, you're
episode.
being an a-hole. They'll say
The
yeah,
Young-
being an a-hole.
The Young Bucks episode was 300. It's been a year ago, and all they have is 316,000 views, just like the viewership for Rampage. And
I'm
stuff
pretty
like that.
impressed they even got that much.
Yes. Seth Rollins episode so far. Granted, it's only been a day. Just keep that in mind, people. So far, after 9 hours, 79,000 views. We're wondering how long will it take for them to surpass that. I say about, I'll give it 2 weeks.
Maybe.
He was being so funny about the Pantera shoe. I think that was a CrossFit shoe, right? I believe. And Liv got the soap business. Okay. Soap business, yeah.
Yeah, man, she still overpaid for a lot of sneakers.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But Walter, glad that you showed up a little late, which is fine. Glad that you're here, man. We should let them know this tomorrow. We will be also no, we get the Raw rundown, but also tomorrow around 10 p.m. time. 10 p.m. More like 10 around that time, right? you will get the G1 draft. Yes, we are doing here on ATP Gaming our take on the G1. We hope you guys tune in for that as well.
I can't wait.
We're gonna do a draft.
I
It's
can't
gonna
wait.
be crazy.
Gonna be insane.
I already know who I'm picking. I think hopefully no one steals most of my picks. I already have like backup options.
Yes.
Who knows? No surprises here and there.
Yes. So that's the plan tomorrow, 10 p.m. time around there for the G1, the ATP G1 draft show. And
Remember
this is gonna
NXT
be
ends.
whenever NXT ends. But we're gonna be doing this. It's gonna be a long couple of nights with the G1 on ATP Gaming. The
Steve
winner of
exciting it.
the G1 is gonna get a shot on the biggest show of the year.
It's gonna be a long night for me. I'm even playing these matches off stream. So
Yes.
but hey, I have to record at least my matches so people don't think I'm cheating.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
I trust Walter. Walter's got
too.
integrity.
Yes.
Well, we'll see. I
But-
might record a few matches that look interesting. So
Absolutely,
We'll
yes.
see.
And I'm waiting for my poke to show up. That's almost
oh
here.
my god, this
Oh
guy.
my
Oh my god.
Listen, man.
Okay.
Poke.
I'm stuffed.
Okay.
That's what I ate
What you
from
eat?
free
From the
food, Italian food from the kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, we had chicken parm. We had
Did you?
veal. We made chicken parm, veal parm.
It felt
missed-
good not to pay.
we had to literally fabricate an entire cow and pig.
But I'll leave this kitchen in a few seconds. Go back to my living room.
I'm sure you are. Sure you are. Back to your living room, huh? Back to the living room. This fucking guy. But yeah, man, this past Saturday was fun. Walter, right in beautiful Newark, New Jersey. You had a fun time.
It's a very gorgeous city. I mean, if you don't visit there, I don't know what you're missing out on. Shit looks like Bridgeport. Anyway,
Yes, it did.
no, overall though, I had fun. You know, obviously eating Peruvian food is never a bad thing. So that was one of the highlights. ROH was not a highlight, but you know, we still went. And by the way, the Hartford show, I don't think they're having the ROH tapings. Apparently, the start time to go to the event is like 7:30. So they're in the
Must be
mud.
nice.
But
Must be nice.
the tickets are still pretty cheap. I'll consider. But overall, the New Jersey show, I mean, I thought it was fine. I know it wasn't a stacked card, but thought it was still a good watch.
It was fun. It was fun. We had Chance that got over.
Right,
Right,
love the no Millie.
People were laughing at that.
No.
The twos,
We the twos, the
we the
fives.
fours, the
They know the
fives.
ratings.
They know the rating.
Like
they know
this. Our section was actually pretty chill. They weren't.
Yeah.
They don't care if we make fun of AEW. I think they were about that.
I did my Excalibur impersonation as well, promoting the whole card and stuff. And people tell me to keep going, don't stop.
Yeah, you were about to stop. I'm like, no, you got to finish off.
Oh,
Shoot, man.
so guess what?
You don't care. We don't care. Let's end the show.
Guess what? He froze.
fine.
No.
He froze. Section 5 sucked.
He
Exactly, Armand.
Oh
Yes.
my god, that distracted the whole main event, which I heard was good.
Yeah.
The ending was good, but like I couldn't pay attention to the whole match because of that crowd. So
Yes. So we're about to finally put a bow on this episode. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuned in, commented. Want to thank Brandon Brown for giving it the $10 donation of super chat, and
wow.
also thank Spaz Phoenix for giving us a $10 Canadian donation as well. You guys are awesome as always. Everyone here as well. Tomorrow, Raw Rundown, 6 o'clock, and then later on at 10:05 p.m., 10:10, we'll be doing the G1 draft. The show, it's be the draft show, basically. Maybe we'll have a match or two. We'll see.
I got a card. I got 3 matches at least we could do.
Yeah, you guys can take care of that. Well, I knock out and all that stuff. But you guys can follow the Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Point Network. Follow us there. Follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, man. What you got going on?
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Also here every single week and every single day on the Around the Point Network.
Yeah. Okay. Romeo, let them know what you got going on, and let them know where can they catch Ray Raw Superstars episode 107 happening in a couple of 20 minutes from now.
For Romeo Anthony, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or X, whatever the hell that's called. And yeah, True Heel Heat Wrestling, Rated Raw Superstars, watching Raw in 20 minutes. Go join us over there.
And of course, Walter, the man from the mean streets of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Where can I check you out?
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter at HeyOnWalter. And like you said, Steve, tomorrow G1 ATP Gaming G1 draft after NXT at 10.
And that's going to be it for us, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, for Walter, for Romeo, for the gang. We love you all. We will see you guys tomorrow for the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. This has been Steve's Kitchen.
Listen, 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 listen. Fuck up, fuck up, fuck up, fuck up. Get out.
Listen. Fuck.
Listen.
Suck.